So is the bull run over? After yesterday's crash, the crypto market tanked quite a bit. That continued today as well. However, I do have some good news for you. The bull run is not over yet. It is true that Bitcoin now sits below that $100,000 threshold, that big shiny number that we're all so excited about. That's unfortunate, but the reality is that we're still fully on track to hit the next leg up in this crypto bull run. And honestly, don't be too spooked or too surprised if BTC decides to drop further. Support levels below where we are now are in the $79,000 to $80,000 range. That's always possible, right? This is cryptocurrency. And look, if that happens, it happens, but you're probably best served to channel your inner robber baron in times like these. And remember that when blood is running in the streets, that is the best time to buy. Because it really is in those moments, through those decisions, that true future millionaires are made. And so we have to look at what the smart money is doing in this situation. We're not trying to blindly follow their behaviors, their actions, but we want to understand, what are they interested in, what are they researching, and perhaps most importantly, which altcoins are they eyeing and scooping up on this dip? Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. Maybe you've been around for multiple bull and bear cycles in this space. Maybe this is something that's new to you. This is your first major dip. If that's the case, don't worry too much about it. We're going to get into it. But either way, whatever your level of experience is, I wish you very, very well in this space. That being said, I just want you to remember that I am not a financial or investment advisor. So take my opinions with a grain of salt, and by extension, also be reminded that this video is not official financial or investment advice. So it's no secret that the market has been crashing hard. Bitcoin has dropped nearly 10%. And it's probably best not to torture yourself. It's best not to look at your portfolio right now. All projects are kind of in the same bucket. Of course, some are suffering more than others, but everything kind of feels pretty rough right now. Despite this, though, and this is the take-home message of the video, I want you to remember that smart money, institutions and crypto whales are on shopping sprees right now. That's always the case. Smart money takes advantage of such moments, such opportunities. And one very new outlet that's making the most of this and is also making waves is Trump's World Liberty Financial. Their ticker is WLFI. This is effectively his DeFi protocol, and it's been buying up crypto assets pretty aggressively recently since the 30th of November. One of those assets is the first altcoin that we're going to be discussing in this video, and that is Chainlink, ticker LINK. WLFI bought $2 million worth of Link at $25.21 at an average price of LINK. Now, as you can imagine, this caused quite a few of the whales to also dip into Link. WLFI made a statement, started a little bit of a trend, and a lot of others followed. Most of the market is down right now, so a lot of the strong coins are also dipping. And of course, this also includes Link. However, take a look at what this whale here did. They sold 120,814 Link for 3.019 million USDT. And then they bought back 134,433 Link. And this is not his only Link trade either. It was his third. So from the first two trades here, he had a 71.4% profit. That translates to $3.29 million. Not too bad for a day's work at the office. I'm not a swing trader per se. I would never get into this kind of activity, but for those that pull it off, especially at these volumes, pretty impressive. Then we have another whale that recently withdrew 594,998 Link from Binance. That was worth over $17 million. And the current price of Link, as I record, stands right now at $21.59. So that's down over 12% on the day. That's also down a good 25% over the last 7 days or so. But regardless of what's happening in the moment right now as I speak, you can see that whales are confident. And then at number 2 on our list here, the next altcoin that's piquing the interest of whales is Ethena, ticker ENA. And that's actually despite Bitcoin's dump to now below $100,000. Bitcoin actually dropped to $97,000 and then further down, 96, 95, all the way down to about 93. It's back up slightly right now as I speak. But like I talked about in yesterday's video, we have been overheated, and so this doesn't really come as a surprise. In fact, it's exactly what our Altcoin Buzz Alpha group has predicted. And if you want to be on the forefront of great market research, decision making, and calls for the next great upcoming altcoin gems, you may want to check out the link. We have yearly annual plans right now where you can get free months in terms of subscription value. Check that out and check out the link in the description of the video below for more information. But back to Athena and WLFI. I mentioned already that WLFI bought 6 crypto assets. So besides Link, L-I-N-K, they also bought ENA, E-N-A. And WLFI bought crypto assets worth $47.5 million. And this includes a $750,000 allocation of ENA bought at just over $1. On the 18th of December, WLFI and Athena Labs actually announced a partnership. And so this integrates Athena's SUSDE token with World Liberty's platform. To clarify, Aave backs the WLFI platform. And so that right there is a legitimate DeFi giant in cahoots officially with WLFI. Athena is a synthetic dollar protocol on Ethereum, and that synthetic dollar is USDE. The SUSDE is a staked version of USDE. And so by depositing USDE, you can actually earn rewards in SUSDE and WLF. And then over the last 3 days, we actually saw a newly created wallet withdraw 13.65 million ENA. And that was worth over $13.4 million. But then in addition, Whales also bought over $36.55 million worth of ENA. The price of this project has dropped almost 10% on the day, but still sits right now at approximately the $1 mark, just below that as I record. And there's also a new stablecoin platform, Usual, that launched yesterday. This is a decentralized fiat-backed stablecoin issuer. By the way, it's also a direct competitor of Athena, and its Usual token, that's USUAL, that pumped 24% over the last 2 days. It's actually one of the only projects that's up right now, and in fact, it's up about as much as every other project in the space is down, up about 9.5% on the day, sitting right now at $1.35. Next up here, and perhaps not surprisingly in terms of whale activity, but the smart money continues to buy Bitcoin at every level and at these levels as well. In the recent market dip, whales bought more than $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. And a lot of this, of course, is probably due to rumors of a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the United States. And by the way, if that were to happen in the United States, it would very soon happen in dozens of other countries, just about everywhere else. And so that kind of chatter certainly has fueled the recent buying by whales. Also, we have the demand from ETFs, who bought $6.7 billion in the last 15 days, including this dip, by the way. And also we have news, of course, of El Salvador, which continues to stack its reserve as an example for other countries, including buying some with the IMF's money. And then on top of everything else, there's also just the supply crunch that many people now understand. They see it coming, with miners, for example, only releasing 450 new BTC per day. In all likelihood, it's actually all of these things in the context of a bull market that starts in Bitcoin and then, of course, extends into altcoins. And, of course, money cascades in a set pattern, large caps, mid caps, small caps. The fact is right now that funds are flowing into Bitcoin. Those who know see that we are in an active bull market now. And this is just a temporary drop in price. It gives an opportunity to buy at a discount that goes for altcoins, which is usually the context of what we talk about in these kinds of dips, but it also goes for Bitcoin. That is just a universal fact. It's always going to be the case. Last but not least here, we are considering Cardano on our list, whose ticker is ADA. This is also something that whales are very enthusiastic about as of late. We have a video coming out tomorrow. In fact, we're asking the question, how many ADA is it going to take to become a millionaire at the height of this crypto bull cycle? We will answer that question quantitatively, so don't miss that one. Whales have actually been very active in terms of buying Cardano, or rather the ADA token. On the 17th of December, for example, there was whale activity to the tune of 1 million USD. That took 687 transactions at an average of $1,455 per transaction. And other whales are actually repeating some of the behavior, some of the patterns that we took a look at with Chainlink. So the ADA whales here took profit on the way up. They exited between $1.15 and $1.33. And I suppose in retrospect, that was a pretty good move because the current price of ADA, as I record now, sits at 85 cents. And all these whales that made those moves at higher prices are now buying back in. A couple of days ago, on the 18th of December, ADA dropped to 91 cents, and the whales bought 160 million ADA. So just remember that at the end of the day, the smart money is taking advantage of these windows of opportunity. It's not all doom and gloom. And we'll close out this video with something positive. This should probably cheer you up. Hong Kong just approved 4 more Bitcoin and crypto exchanges. And so if we extrapolate here and we analyze this, really the Chinese are coming. This should provide a massive boost. And at least as long as President Xi allows money to flow to Hong Kong, this is going to continue to be the case.